Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing the top 10 best deals to shop this weekend. I know personally speaking how overwhelming this weekend can be. There are so many deals and so many sales being thrown at you in all directions, and I personally find it so overwhelming to kind of drown out the noise and figure out, okay, what do I need? What is the best deal right now? Thinking about all of the things. So I'm personally sharing my top 10 favorite things that I have loved and really used. And I will be honest, these aren't the cheapest 10 deals to snag. They're a little pricier, but if you buy them right now, you can save hundreds of dollars, and they're things that I truly think have been worth it over the years. I will have all of these items linked below. I also may share a few honorable mentions as well, and then I will also list out all of the cyber deals and the codes in the description box below if you're looking for more options or just want to quickly reference all of the cyber sales going on. These are in no particular order. I think they are all truly amazing, so let's jump right in. First up, let's start with some of my favorite Spanx items. They are currently having the lowest price out of the entire year. They have markdowns on items, and starting today you can stack the code extra10 for an additional 10% off. My first recommendation would be the flare jeans. I think they are by far the most flattering jeans that I have in my wardrobe. I did recently do a jean styling video with a few other of my jean favorites, so if you are interested in that video, I will link it down below for you to watch next. I wear a size small. If you are going for the dark indigo wash, they do run a little small. They're not as stretchy as the other washes in my personal experience, but I do wear a small in all of them. I just have to do a little extra wiggling into the darker wash. So if you are in between, I would say to size up in Spanx, but they're meant to be snug. You know what I'm saying. And then my second recommendations, I love the Spanx stuff so much that they are securing 2 spots in this top list, but of course I have to mention the Booty Boost leggings as well. I wear a size medium in the Booty Boost. They do run pretty compressive. I have probably every single color, and they are by far my most worn bottom in my wardrobe. I'll highlight a few reasons that I am obsessed with them, and I don't think they compete with anything else on the market. For one, you don't have to worry about camel toe. They have no center seam, so it's very flattering in that area. They are ultra smoothing. By far the most flattering leggings. They slim my thighs, they lift my butt, and the waistband, I love how the seam is designed. It's really thick. It doesn't cause any like unflattering rolls or anything like that. They come up high, keep everything super smooth. They're the only reason that I'm comfortable in crop tops, if I'm being honest, when it comes to working out. And another perk for some of you pet owners out there, I don't have a dog, but I have heard from a lot of you that the material that these are made out of do not cling to pet hair. So that's definitely a big pro to consider if you do have pets. My third recommendation, let's talk about some boots. So if you're looking for a low-heeled boot, this would be my top choice. It's from Blondo. It is waterproof, and it is an over-the-knee style, but it stays up without spending hundreds of dollars on Stuart Weitzman. This is one of the few brands that I have found that do stay up very well. They do have a little bit more of a relaxed fit. Stuart Weitzman fits more skin tight, whereas these still have a little bit of that relaxed look throughout the leg, but I think they're beautiful. I wore these last year in Europe. I'm pretty sure I walked 27,000 steps one day in these boots, so I do find them very, very comfortable. I personally own the chocolate, but they do have other color options. My fourth recommendation would be another pair of boots. Again, I just think this is a great time to get a good quality pair of boots that are going to last in your wardrobe for years and years. And my personal recommendation would be the Loeffler Randall, either Goldie style if you don't mind a higher heel. This one's 3.5 inches. Or if you want a lower heel, get the Gia boot. This is a 2-inch boot. I own both, love both, amazing quality, and I think it's a very classic style. I will warn you, they make these very sustainable, so they don't have a ton of inventory, so sizes do go very quickly when these are on sale. So I'll list out a few retailers that typically mark them down. If these are out of your budget, I do have an honorable mention. I would go for the Sam Edelman Sylvia boot, I believe it's called. I purchased these in the cream color. They have multiple colors. My assistant bought the light tan, and it is beautiful. It's such a good color. If I didn't have something similar, I would have got that color. But when it comes to quality of boots, I've tried on so many knee-high boots, and I think you can't go wrong with Sam Edelman. So I did want to mention that as a honorable mention. I also equally love that's a little more affordable. My fifth recommendation would be the J.Crew cashmere wrap. This is the lowest price that you can find it year round, and it is truly a staple in my wardrobe. There's honestly a lot of good things at J.Crew for their sale if you're looking for classic pieces. I know they're gonna mark down their cashmere. I love their crew necks. Good time to pick up a good quality coat. I did try on one of their new styles and it ran extremely big, so just wanted to give you a heads up there if you're looking at that style. But my top recommendation from J.Crew would be the cashmere wrap. I use mine year round. It is perfect if you have events and you don't want to ruin your outfit with a coat and cover it up. I use this as a wrap for if I'm a wedding guest, if I'm going to an event. I use it as a scarf during fall and winter. I always travel with it, because you never know if you're going to be cold on an airplane. That's probably the only time I wash mine. When it comes to cashmere, you do have to know what you're doing when it comes to caring for them. So generally, I don't wash it until I use it on an airplane. Airplanes give me such a huge ick that that's when I choose to wash it. So if you don't have a deep pillar, and you're gonna start investing in cashmere, you absolutely need one. I'll link my favorite one from Amazon down below. I did just recently use it on my cashmere. I don't wanna go on and on about caring for cashmere, but I do have a blog post on tips and tricks if you need more info on that. I will link it below. Number 5, this would be my top recommendation if you're looking for deals on Amazon. The Wetback, without a doubt, has been my best purchase. I got mine last October and I am still super happy with it. I ended up buying it for my mom for Christmas. My dad and I went in together to get it for her, and she loves hers as well. A couple things I'll highlight about it. It's a vacuum and mop in one, so it does save time. I am not a mopper, if I'm being honest. I used a Bona before, and that was truly a workout to use on my floor, so I did not do it, if I'm being honest, as often as I should. Now that I have this, I use it probably twice a week. If there's any sort of random mess from Josie or things like that, I pull it out really quick. But other than that, at least probably twice a week, I go through and clean our floors. It does an amazing job. You will be so surprised by how dirty the water is after you use it, which is always, it's like good to see that it cleaned it up, but also kind of traumatizing, if you know what I mean. It self-repels, so you could use it with one finger. That's how great it glides on the floor, which is the main reason I bought it for my mom. She has a bad rotator cuff, and that was like the major selling point for me to get it for my dad last year. It saves her shoulder. It does self-clean. You just put it on the charging cord and it self-cleans, and it's really easy to maintain. Some people do complain about the smell of it, and the way to combat that is to just make sure you're keeping it clean. Dumping out the dirty water tank, giving it a good cleaning every, like maybe once a month, go in there and kind of scrub things out to make sure it's nice and clean. So yeah, that would be my number 1 recommendation. An honorable mention would be my espresso machine. I love it. We use it multiple times a day, and it has truly elevated my morning coffee experience. I love to make a vanilla latte. I hate syrups though, so I actually just use like a vanilla creamer. I'll link the creamer that I use if you are curious. That's not currently marked down, but I do have a feeling when Black Friday sales officially start, that one will be slightly discounted. If you are looking for Amazon deals, I think I'll be doing a just Amazon favorites video on Sunday, because I've made, like, I think this is the most I've ever shopped on Amazon recently, just for Christmas prep and all of that. So look for that on Sunday. But I do have a Black Friday deals folder on my Amazon storefront. So I'll have that linked for you down below if you want to just quickly browse some of the best deals on Amazon for Cyber Week. That is where I would head to browse those. Next up would be the Dyson airwrap. You can find it right now. I saw it at QVC for a couple $100s off. Amazon also has it marked down as well. So I'll link to a couple different options depending on the color that you're looking for. But I purchased mine from Nordstrom Rack in 2020 refurbished, and it truly changed the game when it came to my hair in so many ways. I do feel like some people have different expectations for it. If you're looking for it to replace a curling iron, it is not that. It is not, at least with my hair type. This is actually second day air wrap hair. I did retouch it up with the smaller barrel today. If you look at my last video, that was when I used the larger barrel, but I use this to dry and style my hair pretty much every single day. It just is the only way that I can get voluminous hair. If you have fine hair, it truly changed. I don't want to be dramatic because it didn't change my life, but it really makes me happy. I did recently get in the T3. I need to do a review on that. That is a good solid option. I think they'll do 25% off of it. It's pink and cute, but a couple of differences like that kind of make me still lean towards the Airwrap is there's more attachments with the Airwrap. You can also straighten your hair and you don't have to switch out the barrels, which saves a lot of space, saves a lot of time. You don't have to touch the hot barrel. But yeah, the Airwrap has been 100% worth the price tag if you ask me. Okay, let's kind of switch because I know this has been a pricey list so far. I do have something on sale right now for $30 that is probably my most used thing because I use it every day, multiple times a day. That is the Revision Lip Balm. I found it for $30 right now. It's normally $42, I believe. And normally they just shave a couple dollars off of this. Like for Prime Day, the lowest I saw it was maybe $35. Right now, I found it for 30 bucks. So if you need to stock up, it's the best lip balm for so many reasons. Again, this is a list of things that I am obsessed with, but it takes care of like fine lines in your lips. If you have very dehydrated lips, it just somehow magically smooths those out, makes your lips look so much more plump. It's not like an Aquaphor where it's a very thick consistency. It is sticky, so you may not love that, but I would put it on before bed, like slather it on, and you will have the most beautiful lips the next morning. And you'll actually still feel it on because it's sticky. It like holds up and just moisturizes your lips like nothing else that I have tried. And I've tried a lot. I know people love the Laneige. I think it's overrated if I'm being honest. My husband actually had a reaction using it too much, so I'm not sure what that's about. Next up is my Anthropologie mirror. I have 3 different sizes in this mirror. It is truly the most beautiful mirror on the market. Substantial. It has that antique look and feel. It's heavy like an antique mirror. I have the floor, the 7-foot floor, which is a huge oversized mirror, probably the biggest one that you can buy. It just makes a beautiful impact in any room, and it is 30% off right now, which is the best price out of the year. They do mark it down a couple times a year to 30% off, but I want to say they only do it 3 times in the year. So if your budget allows for it now and you've been looking at it and saving up for it, this is the time to get it. If you're looking for a cozy lounge set, I do love Air Essentials, but I actually have a different recommendation, the Abercrombie lounge set. Last year they did 25% off site-wide, but I do feel like they kind of, like it, Abercrombie honestly can be a little stingy when it comes to their sales. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do 20 or something like that this year. I need to look at my emails and see what it's actually going to be. But I wear this lounge set. I actually have the pants on right now. I had it on earlier today. It is such a great lounge set because it doesn't stretch out in the booty. Like you're not gonna wear this and then have like a super saggy butt. I have traveled in it and it has a loose fit, but it's still very flattering. It's extremely flattering if you have a short torso. I love that the top half is a little more cropped, so you don't have a ton of extra bulky material kind of adding some pounds along your waist. I wear a size small in the set. They have multiple colors. I've had mine for over a year. It is washed and held up perfectly. There's actually no pilling on it. So that would be my top rec for a lounge set. So those are my top 10 deals. I do have a few honorable mentions. If you're looking for more practical things, Walmart deals are happening right now, and I went through a lot of their selection. I think the Blackstone is probably one of the best deals to consider at Walmart. We have the grill. Right now you can get it on sale, I think, for $149. It's an honorable mention because honestly, I have never used it, but Tim uses it and I love it. It makes a really good steak. So I love it for that reason, but I haven't personally used it. So I can't include it as like one of my top 10 favorites, if that makes sense. That's a great gift for your husband, dad. I gifted it for Tim for Father's Day last year. And I'll be honest, it makes a really good steak. Also great for like griddle breakfast if you want to just like have one big cooking space. You cannot beat the Blackstone. They also have a pizza oven on sale, which I am considering because it's a tabletop pizza oven, and those run very pricey, and this one right now is a really good price. I'll list out a couple other Walmart deals down below. I did also find my Reese coat on sale. I would have included it in the top 10, but sizes were way too limited to have it take up that much important real estate, if you know what I mean. But I did want to call it out that I did find it on sale for a couple $100s off. It's a classic piece, but sizes were limited wherever I found it on sale. If you're on the market for a casual coat, if you're on the market for a dressy coat, I would go Reese or J.Crew. But if you need something casual, the Super Puff is 10% off. Aritzia has never marked this coat down. It is like super viral on TikTok, and they have so many color options. I recently got in a really pretty light blue color. I know 10% is honestly a little like for Cyber Week, it's like, where's the 50%, you know? But this coat would never be 50% off. It is just so viral and popular that it's actually, I don't think, ever been on sale before. So they are doing 10% right now. If you have been eyeing it, it is the warmest coat that you will ever buy. It is very big. If I ever travel with this, like when we went to Jackson, I had to wear it on the plane because I guess you could use a vacuum seal bag, but it is very puffy and extremely warm. If you live up north, I feel like you will probably see this coat everywhere because it's the best. So happy shopping to everyone. I hope this kind of helps to maybe blur some of the noise. Those are my top 10 all-time favorite products if I had to pick some, and I think you could not go wrong with any of them. I will also round up all of the sales down below if you're looking for, you know, all the different categories, home, beauty, some more fashion stuff, all the codes. I'll have that listed out. But thanks for joining me for today's video. I will see you on Sunday with an Amazon favorites. Bye.